Okay, I've just finished watching Black Swan and I'm here doing a little movie review. And I've got here on the line my friend Margarita. Say hello, Margarita, to everyone.
Hi everyone.
Okay, now, look, I've just finished watching Black Swan. You've already watched it a few days ago, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and look, what were your first impressions about? Because that was pretty twisted.
I was confused. I was twisted. I couldn't get my head around it. Got it in the end, but it took a while, yes.
It did take a while. Look, for anyone listening right now, there's a bit of a spoiler alert. So if you don't want us to wreck the movie for you, please stop now. But if for those of you who have actually watched the movie, please listen on. And look, I was really freaked out by, I guess the ending was quite predictable. I kind of thought that was leading to the fact that she was going to die. But there were a few freaky things in that movie. What did you think was really freaky for you?
I would have to say the conflict of interest within herself, within the Black Swan and the White Swan.
Mm.
The role playing of two different characters into one. Yeah, that tripped me out a bit.
It tripped you out, but I think for me, and I'm like I said, I take this from a religious context. It does show the struggle between good and evil within someone, don't you think?
That is true, yes.
Yeah, and I feel that she in herself, you could kind of tell she's wearing white a lot of the time in the movie, and because she comes across as this really innocent girl.
An innocent girl, yes.
Yeah, an innocent girl that's doing the right thing, but at the same time, she suppresses some sort of evil thing that's in her. I mean, I don't think she admits that she has some sort of. I think she has obsessive compulsive disorder. I think, did you pick that up as well?
I picked up that she was obsessed with being perfect.
Yes.
I would say.
Yes. I think for me, now that you've talked about perfection, I think for me, it kind of raises a very negative idea about perfection. I mean, her last words at the end was, that was perfect. And then, she had already killed herself, not knowing that it was herself that she was killing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For people who have watched this movie, and I was telling you about this before, Margarita, about the idea of perfection. I think this movie sends out this negative idea of perfection, being that if you do all the right things and if you strive for what you want, and if you try to be perfect about it, that it ends in disaster. In a way, in this craziness, the craziness of Natalie Portman's character, and I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about people who see life this way. What are your thoughts about the whole idea? Okay, I think that the idea that was one of the central themes of the movie was the idea of perfection.
Perfection, yes.
Yeah. What did you think about it? About the concept of perfection in this movie?
Good question. She was pressured to be her best, not only by her mother, but also by her fellow dancers, and especially by her teacher, and most importantly, by herself.
And
I do agree with what you say, that perfection can give you a different or a wrong idea.
Yeah. I also found it interesting how they used ballet as the canvas to talk about perfection, about this idea of perfection. I thought that was quite clever. But I just think I think it's a really good movie. No doubt. I think Natalie Portman did a great job portraying this movie.
Her role.
Oh yeah, she was absolutely good. I actually didn't know that she could dance like that.
Neither did I.
Yeah, she's really good. But yeah, look, really good movie. I like the concept of how they portrayed perfection in a way that you can be so obsessed by the idea. I think the other thing that hit me was that, and it also made me think about temptation. See, she wasn't really the kind of girl that I guess would be tempted in a way, like normally. But once you give her the carrot, which was I guess, her role as the Swan Queen, it seemed like, that everything, all the temptations, the sex and the drugs,
Yes.
that I was really interested to see if the movie would have just given it away, like, oh yeah, predicted. Like, I actually didn't think she was. I actually thought she was going to take that drug straight away, but she didn't. It was quite interesting. I liked how the movie showed her that she did try at first, but then she gave in at the end anyway. I liked how the movie suggested things, like, when she was taking a drug, she knew it was wrong, and then she asked the question, so how long does it last?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It makes you think that she was actually bargaining. She was
and willing to try it.
Willing to try it, but she knew it was wrong, and that constant theme of just let go. Just let go,
Release, yeah.
Let go and sin. Let go and do go touch yourself. Like, that was full on.
It was.
You have homework, go touch yourself. I mean, you could tell that the idea just she was grappling with that idea. Okay, do I do this wrong thing? There was a point in the story where I thought that she had something weird going on with her mother. Did you get that idea as well?
I thought the mother was very protective of her, actually.
Yeah. But, like, from her end, it almost felt like she was afraid. She was afraid, like, to, I don't know, like, as if there's something bad might have happened in her head with her mother or something. Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, you know how she was afraid to, take off her shirt or all that stuff in front of her mother.
Yes.
Even though her mother, was just trying to help her and see that she hadn't injured herself. You can kind of tell that she had,
conservative feelings towards the mother.
Yeah, she felt like, oh gosh, I don't want to expose myself in front of my mother or something. But it was interesting how she still had the lesbian thoughts, but she just didn't want to be like that around her mother. It was very, very interesting themes that the director put in there, and it was interesting how he wove those themes, those homosexual themes, into the movie in terms of her perfection, her goal and her desire, and I guess, for approval of other people, including her mother in some warped way. I think the reason why I appreciate this film, it really is telling of how a lot of us today, in our own heads, probably act as well. But again, I think it sends the wrong idea about perfection. And look, I know that there is a religious context to this that I'm bringing in. The fact that we can't be perfect. We can't be like God. We can't be like Jesus. But at the same time, we can strive for perfection, strive for holiness. And it's funny how this movie just didn't have the God element in here at all. It wasn't there at all. So, to anyone watching, who is going to watching this movie or who has watched it, you'll notice that again, the movie doesn't have the God element in it, and you just feel that, oh yeah, she did all this perfection, her goal setting all on her own self, and I think that's what the ultimate thing here is that she wanted this all for herself. She wanted to get the Swan Queen role herself, doing all this on her own steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all about her, what she wanted. And she got what she wanted. And she was willing to just die in bliss. Yeah. I don't know. Very twisted. But anyway, look, we have to end this now. But any last thoughts in the last 10 seconds?
Just a great movie. I recommend you watch it.
I recommend, again, probably if you recommend your friends to watch it, go for it. But yeah, Black Swan, great movie, sends the wrong idea, but paints a dark side of life. All right, see you all.
Bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.